Today, I am coming to teach you a very crucial topic, which is risk management thinking, or we can call it risk based thinking. In this topic, we are fitting the case of Edward Murphy. So, my name is Adadi Selom, and I'll take you through this course. Have you heard this popular saying that is, anything that can go wrong won't go wrong? This quote is attributed to Edward Murphy, and we also call it the Murphy Law. What is a Murphy Law? It is a popular adage used to describe unexpected events or events that are very, very frustrating. And the quote is, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. This idea was made popular by Edward Murphy, who was an aerospace engineer working on rocket safety back in the early 1940s. So after various experimentations and after installing two sensors incorrectly, where Edward Murphy thought he did everything, he did the anticipation, he did all the checks, the validations during a very critical experiment, and he failed. And he became very, very frustrated, and he expressed his feelings by saying, what? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But today we are coming to diffuse that mindset. We are coming to defeat that prophecy Edward Murphy made in the 1940s, introducing a new concept called risk-based thinking. So the original lesson we should take from what Edward Murphy says was that this phrase, which was used as a design philosophy to prevent critical failures, is now seen as being pessimistic. So Edward Murphy's prophecy was not about bad luck. It was about designing systems so that mistakes become very difficult or impossible to make. So according to Edward Murphy, he designed the systems, he did all the checks, he did all the preventions. So when the sensors failed, he was really, really surprised, because he thought for this one, he will be successful. So that was the original lesson that we need to take, that Murphy's Law actually teaches that we should not be pessimistic, and it is not about bad luck, and it's not about fate. But over time, this law became a reminder of a powerful truth. And why do I say that? It became a reminder that if risks are ignored, failure becomes more likely. These are some reflections that we should know. Let's assume the day you wash your car becomes the day a rainfall, and the only time you forget your umbrella is the day of the heaviest downpour. Were you able to predict it? Were you able to anticipate? Were you able to manage it? So we are saying that, or I am arguing here, that if we know things can go wrong, if we know people can make mistakes, if we know systems can fail, you are oblivious of all these things. You just sit back and accept it as a fate, or you should prepare, or you should manage it. So we are moving from Murphy's thinking, where he accepted defeat, that if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong, to challenging individuals, organizations, by saying that if we are aware that things can go wrong, if we know people can make mistakes, if we know fraud can happen, if we know there could be system downtime, light out, internet failures, among others, should organizations just sit down? Should individuals just sit down and accept it as a fate, or the organization should prepare? So that is where organizations or individuals shift from Murphy's thinking to a risk-based thinking, or a risk management thinking approach. So when we say what is risk-based thinking, we are saying that the organization must ensure, or you have to say that if something can go wrong, we are aware that it can go wrong, but when it happens, we will be prepared to prevent or reduce it. So instead of saying if anything can go wrong, it will, we say yes, if anything can go wrong, it might. But when it happens, we are ready. We have done the anticipation, we have done the analysis, we have done the scenarios, among others. So that is the big idea about risk management. That risk management is not about predicting the unpredictable or eliminating every risk. It is about building systems that can anticipate what could go wrong, make mistakes harder to make, reduce impact when things go wrong, and protect what really, really matters. So when you are managing risks in your organization, It's not that we are saying that the risk is inherent in the business and the risk must be visible for you to manage. It's about predicting the unpredictable, eliminating the risks. So you anticipate what could go wrong, you make mistakes harder to happen, you reduce their impact when they happen, and you protect what matters most: integrity, assets, people, technology, key resources. So the best-in-class organizations, the multinationals, the strongest organizations, they don't just wait, or they don't just accept the fate that if anything that can go wrong, go wrong. What do they do? These best-in-class organizations build strong processes. They ensure their controls are robust. Even if their controls are not robust, they ensure their controls move through inadequacy, adequacy limited to robust. They have safeguards in place. They ensure they have trigger alert systems, monitoring and evaluation systems in place for reporting. They develop their people through training and awareness initiatives. They invest in response and business continuity plans and also redundancy measures. So I ask you this short reflection: is your organization prepared for what will go wrong, or are you waiting for Murphy's Law to strike? Is your organization prepared for what will go wrong, or are you waiting for Murphy's Law to strike? So you could see in this infographic what I was saying: if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. So system failure, missed deadline, flood, storms, among others. So organization, will you be waiting for these things to happen? No. We don't have to think like Murphy, where he accepted that fate, but we are saying that if something can go wrong, I'll be prepared. So how prepared are you? You anticipate risks through identification, process designs, training, response and recovery, early monitoring systems, controls and safeguard, risk assessment analysis, scenario analysis, validations of controls, among others. So by so doing, we protect what matters. So at the end, we will not wait for Murphy's Law to strike, but we prepare against what could happen next. My name is Seloma Dade. I'm a governance, risk, and compliance professional. I hope you enjoy this edition. Stay tuned for the next edition. Thank you.